Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
And welcome back to the Double R Show. Double R here along with son Paul, and today we're going to go down in the halls of City Hall and across the street to the PD.
Yeah, so we got Richard Townsend, who of course is the planning director. Short timer now.
Short timer indeed.
Yeah, he's about ready to hang it up again.
Again for the third time.
Yeah.
Third time's got to be charm.
Third time's a charm.
We'll talk about that during the course of the program.
Yeah, and then like you said, we're going over to the PD, so we're going to talk to Chief Broderick, David Broderick.
I really am impressed with the fact that the chief was born, where I don't know if he's born here, but he was raised here, educated
Taft
here,
High, yeah.
and is back here as you are.
Yeah. Class of 89, just to age him a little bit.
Just a
Sorry
bit.
about that, David.
Okay.
And then Kim Cooper Findling, who is, of course, the director of Explore Lincoln City, and she's going to be on talking about, there's a lot going on there.
She's got a lot going on. We see the earth move. if
Under
you
our
will.
feet. Yeah. The
Literally.
groundbreaking for D River, and so we're going to hear a little bit about that and more. So,
And remember, there is still parking at the D River. We'll underscore that. There's still parking at the D River. People have been squawking about, well, why did they close the D River in the summertime? When do you get the better weather to work outside?
you've got to pave it, and so you got to pave it when it's not raining. Lots of reasons, but they're moving forward fast, and already saw the building come down. So we'll talk.
I am amazed how quickly they're moving on that project.
They've been ready.
We'll talk about that and a whole lot more coming up right after this.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
Books and puzzles have one thing in common: Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City. Books for every interest, books by authors from around the world and across the street. Visit Bob's Beach Books so you can say, I have read a good book lately.
The mission of the Lincoln City Police Department is to maintain human rights while enforcing state and local laws, protecting persons and property, and providing the highest quality professional services to all. With us is the Chief of Police for the City of Lincoln City. And David, you guys really live by that, do you not?
We do. We do that every day. We better be doing that every day.
Why?
Because that's what the people expect us to do. And we're the people, and the people are us. And so we need to be out there doing everything we can to make sure that we are upholding everybody's constitutional rights while also balancing that with upholding the law.
How do you train for that?
Oh, you train for that. Obviously, that starts the first day that you come in here, from your academy training all through your field training, and then ongoing every day is, ethics. Making sure that we're doing the right thing, always trying to do the right thing, use the tools that are available to us to do the right thing, and make sure that the victims of crimes have what they need.
As you look around your department, at full strength, minus a couple of positions yet, or where are we at?
We are actually on patrol. We're at full staff on paper, but we also have 2 in training, and they'll be in training for another 3 to 4 months. And then we have several officers that are out on various leaves. So we're actually going into summer 6 or 7 positions down, even though we're full staff. So it'll be a little bit of a long summer for us, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, I think.
How do you compensate for that?
A lot of overtime, a lot of long days, sometimes limited vacations. We try not to do that, but going into summer, it will be a little bit of a struggle. We'll have some tired officers.
You are in the process of budgeting. Anything special on the budget coming up, Chief?
No, we don't really have anything special, just operations mainly. We have a little bit of equipment that we need to replace that's just end-of-life stuff. some building stuff. We need to finish the fence on the back end over here, and then we'd like to do some improvements to our firing range, but it's all fairly minor.
And that all comes about 1st of July.
1st of July. They're in budget hearings right now, so we haven't even been over and been through our part of the hearing yet, so I think we're doing that in 2 weeks.
Okay, we'll have a shot at talking about that. You have frequently put together a community-type training seminar where you've got people come in and go through a lot of the training, correct?
Yeah, so we have it's either 12 or 13-week Citizen Academy. It starts in September, runs through November, I believe, the end of November, and been doing that since 2016. And usually between 15 and 20 people in there, and it's always been a good success, and it gives people an opportunity to come in here and see what we actually do, because we're not just in the classroom. Our instructors have them out on the street doing traffic stops and at the range, the firing range, and dealing with bomb squad and canine and all those things. So it's a very in-depth look.
Who can be part of this class?
You just apply. Applications, I think, are going out soon, and you apply, and then our team vets the people, and I can't give you the specifics on the vetting part of it, but as long as you're a resident of Lincoln City, I think North Lincoln County, I believe.
And let's talk about the support you give to other departments and other departments give to you. In North Lincoln County, you got sheriffs, state police, and what else?
We have Newport, Toledo, sheriff's office, OSP. We're all an integral part of a team with each other. I mean, we have interagency teams for major crimes, for major crash. And then if, there's a special event or something going on, like for the 4th, we'll have folks up here and they'll have us down for other things like Seafood and Wine Fest. So our detectives work very closely together on all these teams and cases that we work throughout the county. I mean, they're constantly working with Newport and the sheriff's office.
What gives you the most heartbreak?
That's a good question. In terms of this place, probably just staffing, trying to keep people staffed and hiring people. It's really hard to find good quality candidates. We've done a good job at it, but it's taken us a long time, probably because we're very discerning and want to make sure that we're putting the right people on the street to fulfill that mission that you just read. So,
how about on the job? What gives you the most angst, if you will, there on the job?
I don't know that I really get that much angst anymore, Roger. I've been doing this a long time. I don't know. I don't know that I really have a lot of angst. I worry a lot as a chief, which is something you don't realize that you're going to do until you become a chief, but you just worry about the little things. Are people safe? Staffing, are we doing what we need to be doing? Do we have enough people? Just things like that, but that's just part of the job.
And you do a lot of training, continuous training with all of your officers, correct?
Yeah, we're always training. Staffing sometimes limits out a little bit. We've got to keep the streets staffed before we go to training, but we do a lot of outside training. This room that we're here right now in this facility, we bring a lot of training to it, so we'll have instructors come in here so that we're able to get more officers to training without having to send them out of town. And then we have our basic training. We do defensive tactics, firearms, emergency vehicle operations, that kind of stuff that goes on throughout the year.
And you got a lot of officers that wind up having to sit in the courtroom for a period of time for trials and the like, I would assume.
A lot of court time. Yeah, a lot of grand jury time. Anytime there's a felony arrest, they're in grand jury. Anytime there's a trial, they're down in Newport in trial. And then obviously the municipal court for traffic stuff.
You being the chief, underneath you, what layers?
2 lieutenants, an operation lieutenant, and an administrative lieutenant. And those guys basically oversee the department. And then our patrol sergeants, and there's 5 of those guys, and those they basically run the department, the day-to-day operations. And so we're just here as admin folks to kind of make sure that they have what they need, that the things are in place for them to be successful, and to run interference when we need to, so we can get our job done.
May 23rd, Chinook Winds presents a special concert event featuring the hits of Queen. For one night only, it's One Vision of Queen featuring Mark Martel. With a unique theatrical performance style and eye-popping production, The Ultimate Queen celebration gives you a front row seat to one of the greatest bands of all time. Don't miss One Vision of Queen featuring Mark Martel Saturday, May 23rd. Tickets start at $42 and are available at the Chinook Winds event ticket kiosk by phone at 888 Main Act or online at ChinookWinds.com. This is a 16 and over event. One Vision of Queen featuring Mark Martel, May 23rd at Chinook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City, where concerts are better at the beach.
Planning, a word that conjures up all sorts of activities. With me is Richard Townsend. Richard is the director for planning department here in the city in Lincoln City. Planning to you means what?
Well, it's helping to guide how the community develops and helping to make sure that people have the opportunity to do what they want to do, but still not have create problems for others. So if you want to put in a particular business that might be loud or something, we have some rules about that kind of thing. So, and also just trying to make a good community, make it a place where everyone wants to live and come and do business.
Planning department is frequently used to take a lot of heat. That's not so much anymore. I don't hear that is like before.
Well, typically planning takes heat. I mean, we're telling people what they can do with their property, so it takes heat, and sort of no matter what we do, we're somebody's gonna be unhappy. Either you shouldn't have allowed that, or you should allow that. It's just comes with the territory. What we're doing is executing laws that have been enacted by the city council, and we carry things out, but we certainly get the brunt of a lot of complaints, but it's normal.
You talk about you carry out the laws of the city of Lincoln City. Do they change frequently?
They change, as the needs change, as people's desires change. Back around 2000, over 25 years ago, we put in some laws about the pearls, the string of pearls, and we had very separate ordinances for each of the pearls. And 25 years later, the council decided we want to combine it all into one, which is fine. They did. I mean, that was 25 years past what people wanted changed. So, yeah, it happens. And new technologies come. Like right now, I'm writing an ordinance about electric vehicle charging stations. When I started in this job, they didn't exist. And electric vehicles didn't exist. So times change.
When you started in this job, when was that?
That was October of 1999 originally. Then I retired in 2019.
Did well at that, didn't you? I noticed you don't retire well.
No, I don't. I've retired twice so far. I'm hoping that this third time it takes, because I'll be retiring in July.
We will wait and see.
Yeah. Well, my wife is telling me I will be fully retired. So.
What is you've got an attorney background. What does it take to become a planning director?
Well, like I said, I have a background in law, but I also have some public administration training, and so there's that. You can have a degree in geography or architecture or something. Public administration is a good field. Certainly, the law has helped me because I get to. That's the job: interpreting law and applying it and even drafting it sometimes. So there's lots of different ways to get into planning. I mean, obviously, there's degrees in planning. You can get a bachelor's in planning, a master's in planning. There's all kinds of trainings that are available through the American Planning Association. And
right now, you're in the process of going through the budget, putting together next year's budget. Any changes in the planning department in that budget?
Nothing significant at all. We have some ordinance changes coming, but nothing of any budget significance. We were hoping to get another employee here to help out carry some of the load, but it's just not in the cards this year.
Not in the cards this year. It's something that is still on the burner, though.
Well, I mean, obviously, we feel the need is there, but it's just, we're constrained by the resources that are available to the city and prioritization of those resources. And it means there are some things that we won't do that would be nice to do, but everything that's critical will get done. There's no question of that.
Let's talk about the processes, somebody coming in to bring something to the planning department. What do we do first? What's step number one?
Step number one is come in and talk to us. Before you apply for anything, before you do anything, come in and talk to us. And we want to help people. If there's a way that something can be approved, we want to do it. Well, we don't want people to go out and do something and then come in and find out, whoops, you shouldn't have done that because it's illegal or whatever. We see that frequently with building code things or sign code things. They put up a sign and then come and ask for a sign permit, and it's often a problem. So come and talk to us first. We'll do what we can to help you and guide you. And a lot of things don't need any kind of permit at all, but just it's good to come in and ask.
Is there a big difference between what planning outside in the county is versus what it is inside the city?
Well, the county has a lot of resource lands, agricultural lands and forest lands that we, by definition, don't have in Lincoln City, within the city. So they have entirely different issues. They also have some of the same issues that we have with, the towns. There are a number of towns that aren't incorporated, and they do the planning for them, or areas that are sort of developed areas, but they're not really not a city or anything like Otis, my former residence. Otis it's not a city, but it's got those kinds of issues, believe it or not.
Look forward to the next time around as planning director for the city of Lincoln City, Richard Townsend, right?
No, this will be the last time. There won't be a next time. So.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service.
Well, the shovels have gone into the ground for the brand new facility for Explore Lincoln City at the Dee River. Kim Cooper Findley is with us. Congratulations.
Thank you. We're very excited. Groundbreaking ceremony has been held, and we're off and running.
You have to breathe a whole lot easier knowing things are now going to transpire.
Absolutely. It was a long runway to this point, and now we have a schedule, and we will hopefully have a new building early next year.
So new building, and tell me a little bit about what all is going to go into that new building.
Sure. So we're removing the existing restroom building, that cinder block building that has been there for a very long time, many decades, and replacing on the same spot with a building that's part brand new sparkly restrooms and part welcome center for visitors to our city.
During the course of the groundbreaking ceremony, it was made mention that of the restrooms, how important that really is to the visiting community.
Absolutely. It's a crucial amenity, especially at that site, which sees 1.5 million visitors a year. And so, the restrooms, I imagine, will be more popular than the Welcome Center.
So what would you do now for staffing the Welcome Center, and what kind of operation would you have there?
We're hoping to be open 7 days a week to capture folks when they are here. So we will be doing some hiring to staff that building up, to provide information to visitors as they come through about the attractions and activities to do in Lincoln City.
Will you also be putting out materials like from the state or the rest of the county?
Definitely. We'll have the the same sort of selection of brochures and visitors guides that we've had at our existing Welcome Center, which is on the 4th floor of City Hall. Understanding that people travel regionally, they don't just magically land in Lincoln City and then teleport back out. We have brochures from definitely from up and down the coast, as well as some other regional resources.
The facility itself that you will have, but there's a lot of work that's going to go into the grounds around it.
Correct. We're actually renovating the entire site, including the parking lot. So we're actually adding more parking spots than have been there, including some dedicated RV parking and more ADA parking. We are improving the access, the beach access points. We're adding more ADA-friendly assets to those beach access points, and as well as improving public safety access as well.
Will you have another one of those carpets, if you will, for people to be able to go out on that are handicapped?
The Moby mats you're referring to, yes, we will have those. In fact, we hope that they will be mostly on the beach all summer during construction, but then definitely after construction as well, we'll have Moby mats at that site.
Now, half of the grounds will remain open, correct?
As much as possible. There will be times when we have to close the entire site for sure. So since we are renovating the whole parking lot, we can't keep it open the entire time. We do have temporary toilets there, and we'll be trying to keep it open as much as we can during the process.
Now that you're breathing a sigh of relief, we know that it is also time to look at the budget for next year and what's happening there.
Well, we're right in the middle of budget season here at City Hall. So, we've been doing a lot of research around what operations might cost for the building. It's a new facility, new to us, and not just in terms of staffing, but in terms of utilities and maintenance. So, obviously, our budget will be freeing up the dollars that we're using to build it, but we will be incurring some expenses around ongoing maintenance and operations moving into the future.
And will you have more staff when?
Well, if the contractors are on schedule, the building will be completed in January, so we hope to have staff hired and up to speed before then.
That's quite a task to be looking for staff. And what do you look for in somebody that's going to say, howdy doody, welcome, hope you enjoy your stay?
Well, friendly is a good first step. Obviously, not afraid to talk to people. Someone who's passionate about Lincoln City is a very helpful asset as well, and willing to learn. If you don't know everything about our town, then if you're curious and excited to go out and learn so that you can share those facts with visitors, then that's great too.
Will there be an opportunity for people to volunteer to work in that facility?
Possibly. We haven't quite determined that yet. I think that might be, but I can't say for sure yet.
Let's talk about advertising. This is the time of year that you scale back, if you will. I assume that that's what's happening.
Correct. Yeah. In the summer, we tend to pull back on our strict promotional advertising. Because summer is when folks are already coming here. We don't necessarily need to lure them into town in the summer, but we do shift to doing stewardship and safety messaging to try to help folks understand best practices when they're here to stay safe and to take care of our precious environment, etc. So that's what you'll see more in the summer.
Do you work that with other organizations as well?
In terms of advertising, yeah, we have a dedicated advertising agency who puts together most of our campaigns for us. We also we work with a PR firm as well that helps us place news stories in media around the state and the region.
And I can throw in a plug for the podcast. We're heard from Thailand to Germany. How's that?
That's amazing. Great stats, Roger.
And we've got it to prove it.
I love it.
Anything else that we should be paying attention to, Kim?
If you want to follow along on the progress of the project, we have a dedicated page at Connect Lincoln City So Google that up or look at our website or the city website. You can find that resource.
Home-style cooking in a hometown atmosphere. Hi, I'm Adina from Zeller's Restaurant in Rose Lodge in Lincoln City. Join us daily for good fun and great food. You can even kick up your heels at Zeller's.
I'm Josh Zantello with Zantello Law Group, and we are fortunate to have a number of attorneys in our office that specialize in a variety of law fields. Call our office and set up a free consultation. With our field of experts, you're never alone.
And our special thanks again to three of the directors for the City of Lincoln City, Chief of Police, the Planning Director, and the Explore Lincoln City Director for being on board with us today. Interesting stuff. They're in the budget process. They got projects going on galore. These people are hard at it.
Yeah. It's a constant churn, when the budget committee meetings come, they kind of double up the workload, right? Because you still have the regular meetings that people are doing. And anyhow, good to have them on and have maybe a few other directors on again here shortly, too.
Now, upcoming in and around the Lincoln City community, we got a special program for the Sluts Bay Music Festival. This is going to be May 29-30. Hold Fast to Dreams. It's a poetry of Hughes. This is a summer, and then there's going to be a summer festival, of course, August 13th through the 23rd. For more information about that, get a hold of Dan Pack. Dan, I am really impressed with his knowledge of music.
Yeah, he's a real talent, and we're going to have him on the show the following week, I think, here too. So, more about Sluts Bay Music Festival and that special concert event coming on the subsequent
following
episode of the Double R Show.
And the big summer festival on August 13th through the 23rd. Friday Enrichment program is taking place out at Nesquin at the Nesquin Valley School. This is for grades K through 6, education, exploration, and creativity. That is, again, out in Nesquin. Other meetings at City Hall include the Budget Committee May 18th at 5 o'clock. On Wednesday, the 20th, the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. May 25 at 6 o'clock, we've got the City Council meeting as well. Chamber of Commerce Super Auction is now accepting donations, and this is an annual event. I keep thinking of the Super Auction going back to the days of Carl Schmatter, when he would run the television cameras by himself for 24 straight hours.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty impressive. I remember that happening. I don't think I was up for the full 24 to see it.
Full 24 hours straight. Carl would run a couple of cameras and the like. It was a wonderful experience, crazy experience, but done extremely well. The Dead Guy, that's the play by Theater West, is on stage through the end of the month. Don't miss the opportunity to go and see that as well. Speaking of things to see, coming up in July 4th, it's a Glen Eden Beach Parade. This is the time to get ready, start making plans for what your entry for the parade. Look, there's a parade coming.
Yeah. So, we've had pretty good weather lately, right?
Oh, yeah. We've had
it's
pretty
been
good
pretty
weather.
nice. But expect in the near future, I think May 16th, we can be looking out on the horizon for Hurricane Hoku.
Oh.
Hurricane Hoku is coming to town.
Right here in Lincoln City.
Right here in Lincoln City at the Lincoln City Cultural Center. This is a young woman, single performance of dance that she's going to put on Saturday, May 16th at 7 o'clock. Get your tickets there and see
They're not
Hoku
sold out yet.
I don't know that they are, But, it's pretty exciting. Lincoln City Cultural Center, May 16th, 7 p.m.
The diversity of the entertainment that comes to Lincoln City from a band that works the music of Queen, going to be up at Chinook Winds Casino. I mean, to this type of entertainment as well. It's wonderful. This is a great place to be.
Yeah, lots of talent, and see it all on display all through town.
And anything else on your side of the table?
We are clear from here.
That'll do it to the Dunes on a Double R Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, so you, your family, and friends around the world and across the street can join us on a Double R Show. For Son Paul and Jenna, I'm Double R. Have a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.